Hi everyone, hope you are. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into XRP. Once again, thank you for your support. Okay, so right now, XRP on the daily, let's take a look at it on the daily time frame just here. So it was still a little, very overextended, wasn't it? You know, and you're coming back now. And look at the RSI coming back to a beautiful level of support right there. If we can get a little bounce down here in the middle, that's strength, because at that point, that's where you get that little impulsive wave to the upside. And you can see that the further you come down, the more power you got to go to the upside. So if we can come down to a key level support, i.e. the 20 on the daily, will be absolutely superb. If we can get a retest off that, you know, come back down to that and get that slingshot up, this is where you could see it break that high, which would be amazing. And look, like I said to you, I think a couple of days ago, well, not a couple of days ago, a couple of weeks ago, when I noticed that inverse head and shoulders pattern playing out with a technical target to the upside, I said to you, eventually you're going to come up there, you're going to run into a level of resistance, which is what you're doing right now, and you're going to fall back and you're going to create the handle of a large cup and handle pattern, and everyone's going to shit themselves thinking you're going into a bear market. Okay, but as long as you come back to a key level of structural support, which I do think you are doing right now for XRP, you're coming back to a level of support, you're going to get that slingshot and that power to actually bring you up to break this high, to continue with this impulsive wave which you are forming right now. Okay, so yeah, it's all good until you lose structural support, you roll over, or you lose these EMAs on the daily, then that is negative. But at the moment, you're looking healthy for continuation here for XRP. Okay, and you're bringing everything back down to the levels it needs to be for continuation. Overextension leads to a correction, basically. Look, overextension, what did you do? You rolled. Just there, you were creating a bearish divergence as well. Look, you got a high and a lower high in the RSI, and in the price action, you've got a high and a high divergence. Boom, rolled over. Okay, so at the minute, yeah, you're having a beautiful little correction, which is needed, coming back to a key level support for the slingshot up, for the power to break this high. Okay, because it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see you was completely overextended here. You really overextended. You was overbought, basically, and you're looking for a roll. And you can see the move was running out of steam as well. And it's the same with across the board. It's not just for XRP, it's the whole crypto market. It was really sort of overbought, and it was looking for a correction, and that's exactly what it's got. So yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you've not got more downside to go, because there is a technical target that Bitcoin's into the downside. I think it's around about 6%. So with that correction, if it continues to Bitcoin, this is where you'll see a deeper correction here for XRP. There is a couple of technical targets. Look, you can see right now we are hovering on this 109, aren't we? We're hovering around there, as we did anticipate. Yesterday, I think it actually wicked down just below that, didn't it? So if we bring the hourly time frame up, we take a look at XRP, you can see, yeah, so yesterday I said to you, you're creating this little W bottom, but you kept it in your head, and I said to you, if you roll over, you're going to roll back, and you're potentially looking at a retest of this high. That's exactly what it is now. It's hovering on the high. You did wick down below it. Now, when you wick down below these highs, okay, you always look at a higher cluster there. Look, you've got that high, and that's exactly where it's found that support there. Do you see that? So you've lost this high, you're now on this high. The next technical target, if you do lose this high, because what happens, look, you've lost this high just there. Do you see that? The next technical target, if you lose that high, is the swing low of that high. And look, boom, look where it is, 050. So you could be looking at a further correction here for XRP. I'm going to show you of around about 8.6%, coming down to $1. Now that target just there, the 050, where is it on the daily? Let's have a look. So it's not quite the 20 EMA. Personally, I would like to see the 20 EMA retested, to be honest with you, because that's what happens when you get overextended, just like you did here. You come back to it to see that as support. So you didn't quite come back to it there, but you can see when you do get overextended, you do fall back to its support. And when you're above the EMAs and you're holding it and you're hugging it as support, that's continuation. So yeah, I think at that time you could sort of consolidate for a little bit here and then roll over, come to the 50, consolidate on that, and at that point that's where the 20 would come up and kiss your ass, basically. Kiss your ass and kiss you goodbye, because at that point you're off scare, in my opinion, but not financial advice, because at that point, if you did come down to that 55, okay, so your next impulsive wave off that 050, if you do get the opportunity, it comes down that low, you could be looking at a 161 price tag for XRP off this next impulsive wave to the upside, and you can see the 1.272 sits on that 786 as well. So that's a little bit of confluence there. The fact that if you did do something like this, hit the 172, fall back to the high, and then go on and meet that technical target right there, because you know, if it does continue to roll, and it is a big if as well, but if it does continue to roll and you put some cheeky bids on $1, straight up $1, because you would be looking at a massive 61% impulsive wave for continuation of the trend, and that would give you that power. So the greater you come back, look, it slingshots you back up into space, basically, but you've got to come back to these lines, especially at 20, okay, on any time frame. Come back, refuel the rocket ships, because that sends you into space, basically, just like I did here. Come up here, a little bit overextended. Where did you come back to? The EMAs. Boom. Just support, hold support. And this is what I say to you about buying big green candles. Buy support, you know, don't FOMO in. Don't buy these big green candles. People FOMO in, oh, I'm missing out, I'm missing the boat. Wait for support, buy support. And right now you're looking at potentially having a beautiful test of support down here at $1 on the 050 as well, which is a dead cat bounce, which you're broken above. Come back to support, hold it. Looking for continuation right there. Okay, so yeah, buy support. Don't buy big green candles, you get big red dildos. Okay, people FOMO in, so you always buy support in these uptrends, and right now that's what potentially it's looking like, a retest of support, and that's your next technical target. If you do come down here and bounce off 050, you will be looking at impulsive wave up to 162, which is golden, isn't it? But again, it's all about support. If you lose support, if you start to roll here and you rolling through the EMAs, the 20 on the daily, and then you're losing the 55, you're reversing and you're effectively rolling over just here. So until that happens, we are in an uptrend, and what we're looking for is support for continuation. So taking a look at the hourly time frame again here for XRP. So yeah, XRP, you can see that it's pretty much mirroring what it's done there. Okay, let me show you. So just here, yesterday, we created this, what looked like a beautiful little WW bottom pattern, didn't it? You know, and then you started to hit your head, and then you lost support, look, and you've got some kind of descending triangle, which was trading in like that. And once you lose support, you have a technical target. I'll show you the technical target right now. So it's from there to there, roughly about that. So you've got the technical target and you lost support, and look, you've come down to that technical target. So you could pretty much be looking at a mirror of what's just happened, and this is what happens at consolidation events. Just like when you go up, you consolidate, go up, consolidate, go up, consolidate. Just like when you come down, you consolidate, come down, consolidate, come down until you get to technical target. So right there, you could see that potentially you're coming down to 050, unless you break this key level of resistance right now, because you're basically mirroring what you've just done. Look, essentially something like this. Potentially, look, you're creating another little descending triangle, which you're falling back into, you know, the continuation patterns. And you can see that if you was to lose this key level of structural support just there, wherever you break out, you could see you're continuing with the trend right there, and that brings you down to that swing high just there, which was your previous wick. Do you see that? So yeah, it's a continuation pattern that you're in, and you fell into it. So do anticipate that you are looking at more of a roll here for XRP, and I think that at that point you could be looking at a roll down to 050, which if you do lose support right now with 109, do anticipate a little correction of around about 8.2%, and I think that might be where the 20 is, and that might be your low in this market. But equally, you know, I'll show you the resistance that if you do break, you've got a reversal pattern, because potentially, look, you're forming some kind of W bottom pattern as well. It looks good because you're sort of reversing the trend, but it is a continuation basically, unless you break this resistance just there. You start to see XRP come up at 113 and it breaks the resistance and back to the support and comes up, you've got a technical target to the upside, and it is from there to there, and this way you could see the relief and the bottom be in for XRP, where you could see it come up to $1.22. But for me, the fact that Bitcoin is in that technical target and that correction down to I think 41,000, for me, this kind of spells the doom for XRP. Not necessarily full-term doom, but the fact that you're coming down to a corrective pattern just there and testing this key level support of $1, where is the 20 EMA on the daily as well. So that is potentially, I'm 80% more probable to the correction than we are to the breaking of the resistance at the moment, because of Bitcoin, and whatever Bitcoin does, the rest of the market follows, unfortunately. And it is what it is. So yeah, that's a support target that I do think that will actually be met at the moment for XRP, unless we break up against $1.13. And at that point, let's have a look on the daily. Like I said to you, get that RSI back down in that middle for that last beautiful impulsive wave to the upside. Yeah, bring that back down into the middle right there, and that's your wave up to come back up and effectively forming that cup and handle pattern, which we've spoken about so many times. Come back down, cup and handle, come back up, break this side. You're looking at a monster. You're looking at a monster here. Let's have a look. So essentially from there to there, down to your low. If you come back up and you break that high just there, this is where you're making a new all-time high for XRP off this cup and handle pattern that you're essentially forming right now, and you can see a massive break up to $2 plus, and that would actually get you on your way with this impulsive wave in this crypto market up to 1618 at $4.43 just there, at $4.53. I do apologize. So yeah, but to go up you have to come down, to go up you have to come down. It works in waveforms. Okay, waveforms. Okay, that's XRP. I hope you enjoyed that update. Take care, everyone, and back tomorrow with another update on XRP. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.